Well, hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm trying to get my laptop in sync here. Seems to be running a little slow. Today, the house in the province, there was a celebration of my brother-in-law Arnell and his birthday today. So happy birthday, Daddy Arnell. And had Pastor Coma, Sister Coma, Melo Gamayan Coma Cordero with her baby, a neighbor, and of course everybody that's over there in the province. And so I want to thank everybody that was able to go over there. Now they sent me a video. Apparently I heard that there was another video taken, so I'm going to try to combine those together. And I am here on my laptop. It looks kind of weird. So I have the sound turned off on my laptop. It's supposed to be. I got it muted so I can look at everything. I'm sorry I haven't shaved, but I will shave after this. I got a lot to do, and today or tonight or in the morning, so I've got a lot to do. Again, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all of my subscribers who have watched my channels and my videos. You know, it's really nice. I want to thank you. I'm thanking you for the watch minutes. But here's what I need from you. I need likes, because the more likes you have, the more it's going to get put on the turntable of videos. And what I also need is subscribers. And so this is what I'm hoping I can get is the subscribers. And so it's still an MECQ, being at the advanced age of 60, even though they say 65 and over, they don't like me to go outside. Now, I sneak out every once in a while, but they just don't really like it all that much. So if anybody, I got one watcher. If anybody else is watching or gonna come on and watch, please do so. Chat with me. I'm here to chat. And I'm hoping that somebody will. Now, I've got some subscribers that have very successful channels. And so I'm hoping that they will pop in, say hi, give me a little bit of chat here. I was told, this may be, it's probably too late to, it's probably too late in order for me to be doing a video. I should have done one earlier, but I had some things I was doing, and I got a couple of phone calls, and so it's always something where I can't get on the time I want to do. This is probably a little too late. Everybody is probably asleep or getting ready to go to bed. I was checking out the demographics for Lifetime, and the demographics as far as age goes is about 25 to 40. That's the group that's watching it. And that's a good group, because you want that kind of a group. Most older people, let's say my age, generally aren't putting out YouTube channels and videos, so it's going to be a younger crowd. I have 95% of my watchers are not subscribers. Only 5% of those who watch my channels are subscribers. Only 5%, which is really strange. But I'm thankful to those who are watching and are not subscribers. So what I would like for you to do, if you are not a subscriber and you decide that you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching my channels, subscribe and hit a like. Now, I can understand if a person does not have a YouTube channel and they cannot subscribe, they cannot like what's going on, and unless you have a channel. So if you don't have a channel and you're watching my videos, just make a channel. You don't have to produce a video. But you have to have a channel in order to like and subscribe. I have a second like here. Thank you very much, whoever that is. Give me a chat. Talk to me. Say something. Don't let me feel like I'm all alone here. Because I don't want to do a monologue video. I want some interaction, and tell me hello, tell me not, tell me to go away. You don't like it, how dare you get on the YouTube with your unshaved face. It is what it is, but talk to me. I don't want to do a monologue. If I'm going to do a monologue, I'll cut it short. That's not my intention. My intention for live stream is to connect with you. Some news. Let's see. Brian in Angeles City was telling on his channel that in Angeles City you now have to wear a face shield along with your mask. Now I've looked at those face shields. If anybody sneezes in your area, all that face shield will do is nothing, because it's going to go around it, it's going to go under it, you know. To me, that's just having you go out and spend 70 pesos for really nothing. But it is what it is, and you've got to follow the rules. So, I mean, it's my opinion. My opinion is only my opinion. But you got to follow the rules. Let's see what else. On ABS-CBN News, they put out a directive that if you are a regular employee or a full-time employee, they cannot remove you from your job because of the pandemic. So you cannot lose your job. So it doesn't matter if you're working at Krusty Krab as a full-time employee, or you're working in the mall, or you're working wherever you're working. They cannot, as a regular employee, they cannot take away your job from you because of this pandemic. And that was on ABS-CBN News. What else? I think last Tuesday in Singapore, there were no new cases. Now, I don't know if it was been from Tuesday to now of no new cases. And you know, Singapore is not that strict about it as far as, you know, Philippines. They're not that, or even in America. They're far more draconian in America than they are in Singapore about this. And they have their churches open. There are certain rules to apply, like so many people in a restaurant. Or if you go to McDonald's, you do a call-in order, or you order through your phone or on an app. Let me think, what else? You can, you know, do things like that. They not only will, they will also deliver to you. Or you can go there and do pickup only. You know, it's not so quite draconian, I would say. You know, it's a little more open, it's a little more freer than, you know, in the Philippines or in the United States. And it seems to me that the countries that don't lock it down are the ones that are doing better. You know, there are countries that have refused to lock down their country and their cities, and to keep the economies going. Then it is, you know, because if the economy is healthy, then people are going to be able to afford things like medical care. In the province, it's better because you don't have a lot of people just around you all the time, and like as you would in a city where everything is close together and you got over millions of people, in your city, and it's what would be considered a confined space. More diseases are spread in cities than they are out in rural or countryside areas. And that's true in anywhere in the world. The idea that, you lock down everything and don't let people go to work and everything like that, that hurts. That does more harm to the people, especially those, that depend on that they're making a very basic salary and they live paycheck to paycheck. They don't make enough money to put in savings, but they live paycheck to paycheck. What do you tell them? What do you tell them? Let's see. That's as far as the news goes that I can think of. That's pretty much it as far as important news is. This is typhoon season. Cagayan Valley is Typhoon Alley. And what I mean by that, the typhoons generally will go in toward the Philippines, go up, and then go right across the northern tip of the Philippines, right in that valley that goes across all the way from Isabela to Ilocos. It's basically one big valley that goes across there. There's some mountains there, but the force of that, somehow, for some reason, typhoons just love to go right through there. I think we've been fortunate so far that there hasn't been a typhoon to come through, because usually when they hit there, they're usually at the very top of the category. I mean, Ompong, the last one that went through that had any real force, Ramon was one. It went north of the Philippines and then came straight down south, hit Apari, and then kind of just moved off toward Ilocos. But once it started to coming inland, it wasn't as dangerous as Ompong. And so, I really am hoping this year that we can survive another one. The house in the province, believe it or not, withstood Ompong. And of course it was built that way. That was one of the reasons I encouraged my brother-in-law to build it that way. It has a very strong foundation. The walls, everything is all hollow block with a bundle, not just a single piece of rebar going through, or room bar as they call it, but it's a bundle. It's a bundle, so it makes it a lot stronger. And they're down each of the holes. So, and then the holes are filled in with where the rebar is. The holes are filled in with cement. So that makes this a solid cement house. There were extra supporting walls built to support the weight of the roof, because the roof is all a cement roof. And for the upstairs. Now, when Ompong came through, all that happened really, it blew the duck, the chicken and duck house. It blew that away. In fact, we lost all the ducks and the chickens. But the house itself was fine. Partly because we don't have a high angle roof where the wind can hit. You know, it's not designed as with high straight angles in the roof, because if the roof goes, the house goes. It's a low roof. It's called an umbrella roof, and it's not quite circular, but it's low, and it extends out at least 18 inches from the side of the house. And there is guttering, and we just lost a small piece of the gutter. That was all. And let's see. Our house was 3 years in building, and there's still some finishing work to do. I mean, it took 3 years in building to where it is now, to make it livable. Actually, it's 2.5 years to make it livable for upstairs and downstairs. That's including the windows, you know, getting the glass put in, doors, because you want your privacy, and just all this, you know, things like that. There are still things that need to be done. I think the kitchen needs to be skim coated and painted white. They do need some cabinets in there to put dishes and your pots and pans, and also I would like to build a pantry, a hanging pantry, so that there would be able to store food off the ground. The problem is that the river is only a 5-minute walk from the house, and if a typhoon comes in, or a very strong thunderstorm comes in, or a tropical storm, it produces a lot of rain. Now, we were fortunate with Ompong, it didn't do this. I think most of the rain was down by Union, Baguio. Most of the rain went down there, and I saw some of the videos of the destruction down there. Parts of Tuguegarao City that got flooded, because Tuguegarao actually sits in a low area. There are parts of it that are in a higher area, but the city itself sits in a low area. It destroyed the airport. But if it dumps a lot of rain in the Cagayan River, then that river will rise. And it has done before, will flood out. The house in the province is built 4 feet high off the ground. And that is in case of flooding. The kitchen area is maybe starts off at about 2 feet off the ground and slopes toward the back of the house a little bit. It's just a gradual slope. That's to let, if any water does come in, it'll just go right back out. The countertops and the countertop supports, the legs are all cement. So there won't be any rotting wood or anything like that if there is if there floods. So that's why the house is built the way it is. It's built in design, one, to handle a Category 5 what would be in the United States a Category 5 hurricane, which would be the very top category typhoon. It's built in strength that way, but it's also built in such a way that if the river floods, then you won't have a lot of damage inside the house because of the flood waters. All the cooking can be done on the level of the house. If there is a typhoon, you just move the chalet, the gas burners, and you move that upstairs, up into the upper level. The washing machine, move that up so it doesn't get wet. And also the pagoon, which is the dirty kitchen, is sits about 4 feet high off the ground itself. So I wouldn't be too worried if with the pagoon if it did flood. Of course, the well is a regular hand pump well. You know, there is no electric water. It's a punch well where a small shaft about the size of a 4-inch pipe was pushed down to get to the water. Then a 4-inch pipe was pushed down, and of course we got the hand pump to pump the water. So in that way, it's kind of primitive. The bathrooms are all more modern than they were before when we started the house. It's got 3 bathrooms upstairs in one of the bedrooms upstairs. The sister-in-law and brother-in-law's bedroom. They have a bathroom in it, and then also downstairs outside of the pagoon there's another bathroom. Eventually what I want to do is get electric water, electric pump I should say, to pump water into the house. I want to get a tankless water heater so that we can have hot water. I don't want to use a tank. The water has got a lot of lime in it, a lot of limestone, because it's coming through lime. It's been filtered through limestone. So I want to get a tankless for that. I want to get from the well itself, when we do get the electric pump, to have a filtering system to filter out everything before it comes into the house, so it can be drinkable water. It's probably drinkable now, but right now, when you get water, you pump it into a bucket, and then there's a filter of sand, charcoal, and it's layered: sand, charcoal, and then sand. And it's run through that kind of a filter first before, and that water is separated out for cooking or for washing clothing. But there's a lot of lime, because after a while of washing cloth, the whites tend to start looking yellow. So that's why. But I still only have one watcher, and apparently it's my own laptop. But I do have 2 likes, which is awesome. That means somebody came on and liked. So if you watch this video later, after it's uploaded on YouTube, and for some reason it seems to take all day to get my live streams uploaded, it's not instant. If you watch this video and you're not a subscriber, please please hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button down at the bottom and click on the bell. And that will give you notifications of future videos. I haven't done one all week. I have been very, very tired. Actually kind of depressed because I just can't come up with an idea. So you guys come up with an idea for me. That's one of the things I would say. I've got the Nimrod video is almost ready to film it. So I've worked the script, I've kind of worked the storyboard, I've had to go back and forth. What can I do in this apartment, and make it look good, because I am 60 and I'm not really allowed outside. What else? There is also news of there was something I wanted to talk about and I can't remember what it was. I made a mental note of it and I didn't write it down. Normally I write things down, but I didn't write it down. But anyways, I guess that's not important. Well, since it's turned into a monologue video, I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. I'm going to do one again in the morning, as it's nighttime right now. And I'll do one in the morning, and we'll see what happens then. Hopefully, everybody will come in and do it then. Probably around 8 in the morning, maybe 9. And I might even make a cooking video. I'm not sure yet. So we'll see. So for the 2 likes, thank you. And for everybody out there, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And to all of my subscribers, again, thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing, and we'll go from there. Every time I get a subscriber, I'm 1 step away from hitting 1,000, and right now I'm a long way away. So thank you. God bless you. Make His face shine upon you and give you peace. And let the hand of the Lord guide you in everything you do. And I'll talk to you later.